Hello friends, it's been a great year for blockbusters and genres from horror, sci-fi, action, superhero genres, and everything in between. To celebrate the Year-Endstravaganza, I have gathered the entire Heat Vision Breakdown team, or as you may know us, the third place winning at the 11th Annual National Arts and Entertainment Journalism Award in the Soft News Under 5 Minute category. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Team.
Yeah.
To celebrate the end of the year, let's take a look back at some of the great moments from 2018, and let's start with the movie that most pleasantly surprised you.
Why don't you go first?
I can go first. I'm gonna say Infinity War, which is a little bit surprising maybe because I thought it was gonna be great and I kind of felt that it was gonna be great, but it was amazing to me how they juggled so many characters in a movie that bloated, and it never felt like a character didn't get enough screen time or wasn't done service. There's like 78 superheroes in that movie and everybody got a little bit of time and a fulfilling story in that movie.
My pleasantly surprised movie was in the same vein as you were saying about Infinity War, Widows, because it was very dense. There was a lot going on in that script, and I didn't really have any expectations going in, and then I was pleasantly surprised.
Mine is Venom because, I mean, look at the trailers. It looks kind of bad. The CGI looked kind of bad. You go in, there's no Spider-Man in this movie. That's the whole point of the character. I went to the premiere thinking, okay, we'll see what happens. And then it was awesome. It knows it's a pretty bad movie, except for Tom Hardy. He doesn't know, and he commits so fully to it, and he's awesome in it. It's like Nicolas Cage in the 90s, a guy that is an Oscar caliber actor in Con Air, you know, in The Rock, in these amazing bad movies that are so good.
One movie I was really excited about coming out was Ocean's 8, and then it kind of got a little bit of mixed reviews, so I didn't see it for a while, and then it was on my airplane, and I watched it on the plane. It was very much a plane movie, but it was even better than that, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed Sandy B and Anne Hathaway, and it was great. And we actually did an episode of that, and that was like one of my favorite episodes.
I think that your biggest pleasant surprise was you on an airplane watching a movie for free.
Well, it was an airplane movie, but it was a very good airplane.
It was a
movie.
good airplane movie.
Yeah, it was great.
What was the most underrated movie, scene, or performance from this year? I thought The Ritual was really underrated, the Netflix movie. I didn't really hear anybody talking about it. I don't really like horror personally, but when we watched it, I thought it was really well done. The third act really paid off with that monster.
It really does pay off the monster. The monster's horrifying.
It's like a giant deer demon mutant.
If that doesn't get you to log in to Netflix right now and watch that movie.
That's good.
Speaking of monsters, I think the best monster this year was the Megalodon in The Meg, which I don't think a lot of people saw, but Jason Statham and Reynolds on that were just incredible. It was a really jumpy movie where you didn't know where the Meg was at all time. I thought it was really underrated.
I haven't seen The Meg, but a gigantic shark from the Cretaceous period, it sneaks up on people?
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot.
That's hard to do.
Did you have one, Aaron?
I think I'm okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go the complete opposite direction with it, and I'm gonna ask you what movie let you down the most this year. I'm gonna say that A Quiet Place, though I liked it, actually let me down more than maybe any other movie this year, which isn't really the movie's fault, it's everybody else's fault who told me it was a great movie.
Yeah.
But there are so many inconsistencies in this movie, the worst of which being that they could have just lived next to that waterfall or dug a big hole with spikes in it and just put a radio down there to kill these monsters. It doesn't do enough world building for me to make it a great movie, especially the way that people talked about it.
I think you were you had too high of expectations.
I think so. I'm poking holes in it.
Sorry,
Yes,
Krasinski.
you could, I went into it not really thinking I was gonna like it, and of course I was one of those people that really loved it. But I think I was most let down by Ready Player One. I was way too excited. I'm a huge fan of the book. I've read the book several times, and then I don't know, I just went in trying to manage expectations, and even with that, I came out of the theater feeling really let down just by the story, the character, I don't know.
There wasn't enough nostalgia in it. I wish it would have relied a little bit more on
Wait,
that.
you're kidding?
No,
right?
I'm
Okay. So, I'm not the first person to say this, but Solo: A Star Wars Story is the first Star Wars movie that is not essential viewing. You know, you might not like The Last Jedi, you might not like Episode 1, but things happen in there where if you care about the story, you need to see this. There's nothing in Solo that you need to know that if it answers any questions, they're not questions that it matters at all.
How did
if
he
you watch
get his
it.
name?
Yeah, it was an immigration officer. So, and that was the first 5 minutes of the movie. And yeah, you know, it's unfortunate, but I think there was a lot of behind the scenes troubles on that one. And Disney's learning its lesson. I think they're not gonna have Star Wars movies coming out every year now, and so that's a good thing. Okay, this is a tough one. I really want you to think about this. Imagine a world where you can only see one movie, so this might be on a plane. One movie that comes out in 2019. What's your pick?
It's between Captain Marvel and Endgame. Maybe it's weird, but I really want to see Captain Marvel.
What's weird about that?
I don't know, because Infinity War, the way Infinity War ended, and then to not see the ending of the story. But
okay, I see what you're saying.
But we all know what's gonna happen. I mean, they're coming back to life. Right?
Are they though?
I know you'll be mad at me, Pat, but it really is hard for me to pick Star Wars 9 or Endgame.
You bastard.
I'm saying Endgame though. Don't worry.
Okay.
So,
Thank God.
Yeah, you have to know. I have to know how it comes
You have to
back,
see it.
and I need to see Chris Evans retire or Downey retire, possibly all that stuff. So.
It brings up a really great point because I have no investment at all in Star Wars at this point. I don't really care about Finn. I don't really care about Rey. I don't really care about Kylo Ren. I don't care. But I care so much about what happens in the Avengers. So it's like a tale of two blockbusters. And one I really care about, and one I don't really care about that much.
So Endgame for you as well?
It has to be Endgame.
Endgame is your Endgame.
Endgame is my Endgame, pretty much. So I hope they're playing on the plane that I'm on.
I'd say between Dumbo, Aladdin, and The Lion King.
No, just one.
Oh, okay. More so Aladdin, just because the teaser trailer that came out, the ending of it, where you see Aladdin and you see the lamp, you really want to see the movie. Whereas when I saw the Lion King trailer, and I love lions, I love The Lion King. Having an animated film about Simba, like it didn't feel like Simba to me.
It's interesting that for you it's the experience. It's not about knowing information like who are Rey's parents or how do the Avengers come back. Because you know how
it's more about the experience, how these, yeah, exactly.
See, your love of movies is pure. Mine is completely driven by corporate greed.
It's true. And now we actually have a new thing we're doing. It's called the Foodie Awards. Woo! Hopefully no one gets third place.
Oh.
So, the first Heedy Award, Best Stunts category, and the winner is Mission Impossible Fallout, which we actually didn't really talk about that much.
Tom Cruise learned how to fly a helicopter for this movie.
It's insane.
You love Tom Cruise.
I love Tom,
so
yeah.
much.
It's a great movie star.
Okay, I'll read the second one.
Cool.
The breakout character, who should most certainly get their own spinoff, is Shuri, Letitia Wright from Black Panther. Ooh, she was awesome.
She was.
Yeah.
All right, this is by far my favorite category. The meanest Heat Vision breakdown viewer comment comes from Spirit's Car on YouTube, who said, "Was it possible to find a more obnoxious, annoying douchebag of a human being to present this story?" Probably not.
Thanks for watching him, though.
To balance it out, the nicest viewer comment was the person who called you a cute little muffin.
Aw.
So there's that.
So, most gut-wrenching moment that you weren't expecting and that made you bawl like a baby. Spider-Man.
Ah!
I'm sorry, what was that?
Spider-Man's death in
Spider-Man!
Infinity War.
Yeah.
He's coming
So
back.
sad.
It's okay.
Is he?
He's got
Is he, Aaron?
I don't know. Okay, this is near and dear to my heart. Best use of an actor's time at a movie premiere. That was when Benedict Cumberbatch told me he can tell the Hollywood Reporter absolutely nothing.
Should we roll that tape?
Yeah, let's see the video.
It can tell the Hollywood Reporter absolutely nothing.
What a wonderful moment.
Yeah,
Oh, that was fun.
yeah, it was fun.
What a great year, guys.
Yeah.
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys are the best.
It's been a lot. I'm proud of us.
What do you guys think were the best moments of 2018 in movies, or just in general? What happened in your life? Let us know in the comments right down there, and join us here every Friday morning next year for new episodes of Heat Vision Breakdown. Thank you so much for watching, you guys.
Yeah, thanks,
Thanks.
guys.
Woo! We won an award, kind of.